Hey everybody, this is Rune Guidance of the Norse, and I was asked some questions regarding bone tapping the other day, and I said, I'll make another video just to touch base. And for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with what it is, I was also asked about the runes that were on this set of bones and if they had any special meaning. So bone tapping, what I can say about that is it's something that I stumbled upon years ago very naturally. It just seemed to be an obsession and fascination with me to collect different animal bones. I felt the animal's energy. I felt the guidance of them in a spiritual way, and it was something that deserved great respect. And so collecting bones and being attracted to them, and also the way I was raised with a very animistic type of point of view, that they should be respected and that they should be viewed as spiritual tools. So I'm not exactly how I started doing tapping, but I noticed it comforted me. It made me feel lighter, uplifted. It just comforted me. And so I started to do this and even record little videos of me doing it. And then I think back in maybe 2019, I'm not exactly sure of the year, but I stumbled across Heilung, and I saw that they were doing the same thing. And I thought, oh my gosh, so I'm the only person I know who does this. There's other people out there like me. Oh my gosh. And so, of course, appreciated their music tremendously. And I even had the opportunity to meet them this past year and spend several hours with them. And I have videos about that. That's not what this is about. But anyway, the point is, yes, I think this is something that is becoming more awakened within us in our modern culture as we turn and look to the past and the ancestors for inspiration, comfort, and guidance. I'm sure we know that bone is one of the earliest things that modern men used for tools. We know this. And of course, modern man expressed himself musically through using bones. Bones were jewelry, were tools, were instruments. We know this from an archaeological perspective. So that is what bone tapping was. And now, in the modern era, I think it is going to be used more and more as a way to align with frequencies that help affect us, if not on a conscious level, at least on a subconscious level. Now, about the runes that I have on here, these in particular, these are arm bones of an alligator. And what we have are Ansus, Lagus, and Urus, which spells Alu in the English alphabet. Now, Alu, or A-L-U, is something that we find quite a bit in Scandinavian inscriptions of runes. And at first they thought, well, it just means ale. It's a reference to ale. And then people started putting two and two together and said, I don't think the Vikings are going around, or even pre-Viking Scandinavia, which is what that would have been from, just carving ale into things. It doesn't make sense. So what we do believe is that perhaps this has some type of magical or protective significance. Now, you guys know, I've mentioned it a million times, I'm writing a book. I am going to address this in that book. And I do believe that it actually might have even leanings of an alchemist point of view, or the idea of creating and manifesting through these runes and that combination. And I have my opinion about that, and if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Just my opinion. So that's what these runes are about. Now, the creator who asked me about this also mentioned that they are versed in Ogham and are very attracted to bone tapping, and wondered if it would be appropriate to put the old Celtic Ogham symbols on some of their bones. And I say, of course, why not? That's your ancestors. Everybody has bones. Bones belong to all cultures. We all have them. We're all human and we all have bones. So it is not appropriating something from someone else. It is not disrespectful to show your honor of your ancestors on bones that you have. So, while I am doing a book on rune casting and runes, I am also writing a book on bone tapping and my experiences and observations with this technique. So stay tuned for that as well. All right, you guys, love you. Any questions, just go ahead and DM me. I get to them when I get to them, and eventually I get around to it. So, that being said, take care and tack smack it.